Hey guys, it's been a while since I've made a video, like a whole 2 years, but there is something really important that I wanted to share today. In one of my English classes, we were assigned to write a style paper about anything that we wanted to, and I chose to write about the importance of music. Instead of going into detail about what the paper entails, I'm just gonna go ahead and read it for you. To play or not to play, that is the question. Why should we take the time to listen, to appreciate, and to learn how to make music? Many people in this world do not give themselves the time to enjoy listening to or creating music, a thought which saddens me. Without music, there is no life. When you're first conceived, when your tiny heart first begins to pump, that is the beginning of it all. The bumping noise that your heart produces is your first glimpse at the wonders of music. The heart beats in a pattern. It beats at a slow tempo in 4/4 time if you're feeling relaxed or sleepy. A quicker speed and cut time if something startles you or if you see the person that makes you feel butterflies. And when your life begins to dwindle, your heart rests. Forever. Without your heart beating, your life will either cease or won't even begin at all. Without music, how do we express our emotions without even having to say a single word? Any person struck by Cupid's bow can write "I love you" on a piece of paper and call it a love letter. It takes a special talent to be able to combine aspects like tones and phrases and dynamic changes and musicality all together into one piece to express a multitude of feelings. And you don't even have to say anything. Just pick up an instrument and play. The music you produce portrays everything that you need to say. A slow, sweet movement to capture your love for somebody. An upbeat and wild movement with notes flying like bullets to express your intense disputes and rapidly changing emotions. Finally, a beautiful ending movement with melodious harmonies to represent love's ability to drive you crazy, but then bring you back into each other's arms. All of this comes together to produce a piece of music worthy of a standing ovation. Without music, there is nothing. Without music, this world would be a place where nobody talks, telephones don't ring, birds don't tweet, and people's feet don't make noises walking on the street. It would be utterly silent. What people don't realize is that everyone is constantly surrounded by music. When you talk, your voice moves up and down in pitch to emphasize different emotions that you're feeling. When you converse, you create harmonies. Your different pitches interact with each other and they change as much as the topic does. When you type on a keyboard, your fingers make a click-clack noise, and when you walk, your feet make a boom-slap sound. You pass the time by whistling or by humming a tune. You tap your foot to the rhythm of that song that's been stuck in your head all day. What people don't realize is that music is so much more than just playing a few notes on an instrument. It's the very thing that drives us to make our world loud and less scary. They say that silence is deafening. They say that when faced with silence, your mind resorts to overthinking. If you feel the silence of sounds, then it is less frightening to be in. If you feel the silence of sounds, your music occupies your mind instead of your thoughts. When silence tries to prevail, just as the superhero from a movie saves his city and those who inhabit it, music steps in and saves us, working to surround us and fill our minds. Music is a new language entirely. It is also the most beautiful language, in my opinion, because it's entirely universal. For example, put yourself in a foreign country of your choice. You do not speak the same language, you do not share the same culture, and you do not look like anybody else there. It's as if you're in a whole new world. You are lost. You are alone. Are you scared yet? You walk along a street, and that is when you hear it, the beginning of a lively tune coming from around the corner. Drawn to the noise that comes out over the crowd of people around you, you decide to follow it, turning onto the next street. What you see blows your mind. People of all different types. Tourists, natives, non-natives, some tall, some thin, some young, some old, and everything in between are all gathered around a few people playing a beautiful song meant for dancing. They are bouncing and swinging and cheering and laughing. They do not care that there's a multitude of different languages being spoken, that nobody looks the same, that they all come from different backgrounds and they all look slightly ridiculous dancing so wildly. All they care about is the music that is filling their ears and enticing them to dance along to the beat. This wondrous composition made up of a drum keeping the rhythm and the high-pitched instrument steadily producing eighth notes, flying high above the staff, and a harmony being created by a lower, bigger instrument, is the reason why these people forget their differences and just dance together. The blending of both the instrument's individual parts and of the people listening creates beautiful harmony. The reality is that a lot of people are just too busy to be interested in music. Today's world is filled with smartphones and commercials and school and office work that take the attention away from the simple beauty of music. If you are one of the sufferers of this terrible fate, take a day off. A day to sit back and put some headphones in and lose yourself. It doesn't matter if you are laying down, walking your dog, or driving in the car. Just take some time off of your hectic life and indulge yourself in your favorite music. The world must not let music die. While various distractions are taking away from our ability to be able to enjoy music, the importance of it is slowly disappearing from our lives. We don't see that learning an instrument is like learning a new language, or that it's filled with various skills that we can incorporate into other aspects of our lives. We don't see that music is the very thing that fuels us, that keeps us alive and connects us with others. We don't see that without it. This earth would be the most boring place to inhabit. Singing, dancing, talking, even your heart beating would not be possible without it. Music is the most important thing in both mine and many others' lives. And people underestimate the power that it has. Keep the soundtrack to your life playing, and keep the music alive. Well, thank you for listening to my essay about the importance of music. Please let me know if you liked this video. I really liked writing it. And I really like music, obviously. I'll see you next time.